Oh. 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 Ah. Good morning, you guys. This is Matthew Morgan here with the Devising Theater series. I'm super excited to be here with this VRLU Experience. I hope you guys enjoy the show and you check it out. Gosh, you know what? I fear that question only a bit, but what is it about Shakespeare that I love? I love that it's many things. So Shakespeare in his time was provocative, and he created dangerous things. He made comments on kings and queens and rulers of the time that he used the theater so that he could comment on them socially in a positive but also in a negative way. So he was bold and daring. So I like that as theater. The thing I like about it in relation to our contemporary times is that I can now take that material, and because it's public domain, I can cut it, I can flip it, I can change it, I can use it however I want to, but still be honoring a classic piece of theater literature, but we can do whatever we want with it, and we can use it today to do the same thing, to comment socially on the things that are happening in our world, which I think is very important for the theater, to have a point of view, to make comment on something about society. And so I like Shakespeare's work, and the poetry is, it's divine. It's divine if it's spoken well, if it's thought well, and delivered well. It's incredible. So my hope is to inspire a love for Shakespeare, but also comment socially when possible, which is important. William Shakespeare never existed. That I don't believe. Was one man as prolific as William Shakespeare is claimed to be? I mean, he would be one of the greatest artists of our time, right? The idea that he wrote plays with people, I believe, is absolutely 100% true. So I do think he existed. I think he was prolific. So if nothing else, he was a great producer and creator and generator, which is like the number one thing. But yeah, he wrote plays with other people. But I do think he existed. There's interesting like conspiracy theories about William Shakespeare. It's kind of cool. Makes him that much more interesting. But yeah, I think he existed. And I think he was a generator and a provider of art and a lot of writing. So yeah. My goodness, I have been to Australia, Germany, Canada, the Seychelles Islands, the Bahamas, Cozumel. I've worked on cruise ships. I have been to every state within the United States except for Alaska. Of course, America is my favorite. USA all the way. But if I could live somewhere and not worry about working or money, I would live in Australia. The country is the size of America, the continent, but there are only 40 million people living there, so there's nobody there. So you can literally drive outside of the city 20 minutes, and there's nothing. It's lovely. So Australia, that'd be a good one. If I didn't live in the US, I like the US, man. I'm all about it. My least favorite, you know what I don't care for the comedies. I don't care for the comedies because, look, I gotta love it all. We're gonna do it all at the Nevada Shakespeare Festival. But the comedies are they're funny often because of jokes that are not relevant any longer. So the audience is like, They're funny because of wordplay, which I find interesting, but the current culture we live in, I don't know if they have the bandwidth for wordplay, like back and forth, repartee, witty colloquialisms. I don't know if they can understand them. And so I often also put twists on all of our plays. So for me to take a tragedy and make it funny, that's easy. For me to take a comedy and make it funny, whew, that's hard work. So maybe I'm learning through this conversation that I should spend more time trying to devise ways to make the comedies funny. Thank you for teaching me that. You're welcome. Oh, Sir Patrick. I love Star Trek. Next Generation. Come on now. Did you know that? Okay, so let's see. Brent Spiner, who played Data, the doctor, I don't remember her name.
Dave McFadden.
Yes. Was that the doctor? The woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the woman who played the psychologist woman, and then number one, Riker. They're all Shakespearean actors from the RSC. So, I mean, come on. Man, Next Generation, I mean, again, the original, yes, of course, but like Next Generation, that was, for me, that was the one. Because I also knew that about those actors, and I was like, oh, this is some rich quality television content right here. And then you go back and look at it now, and you're like, oh my God, it's terrible. But still, really, 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 really good. Really, really good. Patrick Stewart, great, love him. Yeah, I'm gonna try this bow tie. I can tie a bow tie. I can't really talk, but I can tie a bow tie, usually. But I'm gonna try to do this bow tie without looking into a mirror, right? It's basically a shoelace. You're tying a shoelace, that's what you're doing here, right? So I'm gonna try to, right? And I'm gonna pull here a little bit and pull here a little bit. And I'm gonna go in this area again. Right, and now I'm gonna pull them a little bit tighter. Try not to pull too tight all at the same time, but I think I'm getting pretty close. Is that the deal? Guys, that's it. It's over. I can't believe we've done it. We have shot Romeo and Juliet in 360. We have completed our Devising Theater series. I'm almost weeping with joy and excitement for what it is that you guys are going to get to experience. I look forward to seeing you in the VRLU Experience. What am I gonna sign? What am I gonna sign? How am I gonna autograph it?
Yeah.
I've never done this on here before. This is very exciting. I love you.